conversation. Be where your feet are, meaning that my problems don't exist in this moment. So why do I want to keep stepping into yesterday or stepping into tomorrow and all of these things and producing and creating my own suffering? Just be where your feet are. All of your problems exist in a previous moment that you continue to project onto the present moment, and that's what's hurting you. What's hurting you is the story that you've created in your mind about how you think things should be. What's hurting you is your programming and conditioning bumping up against reality. That's what's doing the most damage to you. You have programming and conditioning, and your programming and conditioning is out of alignment with reality. Your job as God's child, your job is to always be in alignment with Him. It's the same thing you try to think about what I'm saying. It's the same thing you do with your own kids. What do you try to teach your kids? You try to teach your kids how to be in alignment with you. But what do? They rebel and they want to do things the way they want to do them, even though you know whatever it is they're getting ready to do is going to hurt them. You know that as the parent. Why? Because everything that they're going through, they've already experienced. Okay, freeze that thought. That's exactly what God is trying to do with you. But you rebel here and you rebel there, and you hanging on to relationships past the expiration date. You clinging to people. You're attached to people. You chasing people, never understanding how can love chase anything. You are love. You chase nothing. You attract everything. Everything comes to you when you stop chasing. You lose things when you chase things. Anything that you cling to, you lose. But we don't realize that. We don't realize that. We don't realize that. Let me qualify that. After this live or some point in time later on today, just go get a bucket of water. Go get a nice bucket of water. And then I want you to put your hand in the bucket of water and close your fist as tight as you possibly can and pull it out of that bucket and tell me how much water is left in your hand. Everything you cling to, you squeeze out of your life. And then I want you to open your hand and dip it in that same bucket and watch how much water just stays there. Let everything in your life be free. Whatever is designed for you is designed for you. Anything that you have to chase was never designed for you to keep. If you have to chase it, it was never yours. Anything that you have to chase, anything that you have to convince, any person that you have to manipulate, and I've always got to try to make myself beautiful and make myself more attractive so that you'll stay with me, that's manipulation. If you've got to do all of that, then the person's not for you. If I can't just be who I am, if you loving me as who I am, as showing up as the authentic version of myself, is not enough for you, then I'm not the person for you. Because that means that you're pretending every single day to be some version of yourself that you're not, so that you can keep this person, which means that you are losing you. Trying to hold on to them. That part right there, Tina, you already know. Master Life Coach in the building. You already know. I don't want to work that hard. What people don't realize is that until your spiritual awakening, relationships bring anxiety. You won't realize that until your spiritual awakening happens. Relationships bring anxiety. Until you become self-aware, relationships bring anxiety. Why? Because you're always having to put on. You're always having to be what this person needs you to be. You're always having to show up a certain way. You don't get to relax. You don't get to just let your hair down. You're always having to be something for this person. I'm telling you that. Relationships bring anxiety. Watch this. I'm going to qualify what I'm saying. Watch this. Let me qualify what I'm saying. When you are by yourself, that's when you are really who you are. When you're not putting on, you're not pretending. Maybe you don't want to comb your hair that day. Maybe you don't want to put on makeup that day. Maybe you just want to walk around with your little holy sweats on and your little t-shirt and you're just relaxed. You're being yourself. But the moment you jump in some relationship with some person, I got to be made up all the time. I got to have my hair looking right. I got to be smelling a certain way. I've got to be this. I've got to be that. I have to transform myself into all of these things. I don't get to just relax. There's two different versions of you happening. There's the version of you that you are when you're by yourself. And then there's the version that you become when your partner is with you. And there are two different versions of you. Which version of you is the truth? I'm just asking. I'm not asking you to change anything. I'm just asking you which version of you is the real you. I'm just asking. If being you isn't enough, then you're with the wrong person. If you're not enough as you are, you'll never become enough pretending to be somebody that you're not. We just having appetizers right now. Nothing's wrong. Everything is fine. We're just talking. This is shadow boxing. This is the type of stuff that happens in my community all the time. This is just shadow boxing and us just living out of, we have to understand, man, if you don't live out of your reality, and if you don't live out of your truth, you can't become spiritually awakened if you're pretending to be something that you're not. Bottom line, you'll never receive that. You can't pretend your way to your spiritual awakening. It'll never happen for you. I don't give a damn how many books you read. I don't care how many coaches you talk to. I don't care how many motivational seminars. You cannot pretend your way to the life that you want. At some point in time, you're going to have to cut back on the pretending and just be who you are. Be the version of you that God created you to be. Is that not enough for you? Is that not enough? I'm just asking, is that not enough? Is the version of you that God created not enough? And if it's not enough for who? Who have you convinced yourself that you are not enough for? Who have you convinced yourself that you need to pretend when you get around this person? What person have you placed so much value on that you're willing to abandon the version of you that God created? That got to be a special person right there. I've never met that person before, but that person must be incredibly special. Were you willing to abandon who you really are so that you can go and start pretending to be something that you're not? That's a powerful person that's a lot of value you're placing on someone. That's a lot of value. That's a lot of value. That's a lot of value. Again, we're just having appetizers right now. Everything is fine. Nothing is broken. Nothing needs to be fixed. We just need to better understand ourselves. We don't understand ourselves. Let me say this, and just to remind you guys, just in case, that part right there, you placing all the value on them, Tina. You placing all the value on them, and how much value are you placing on yourself? Well, you busy placing value on this person. Oh, coach, I need to get this person. I need to keep this person. I need this person to fall in love with me. I need to be their everything. What are you for you? While you busy being everything for them, what are you for you? Because this person is a mistake-making machine. If you don't know anything about self-awareness, you're going to learn that. Every single person is a mistake-making machine. That person is one mistake away from not even wanting to be connected to you. So what value are you placing on this person that may wake up tomorrow and decide this isn't what I want anymore? People are more unpredictable than every creature in reality that you have ever seen in your life. There's nothing more unpredictable than the human being. And we place so much value on that. We create this story in our minds about we need this person to be our everything, to be our forever. You're my everything. You complete me. You're my forever. Forever. What does that mean? That's only a story that lives in your mind that gives you some false sense of security. You get all of your security from that. Faith is insecurity because you don't know. But you believe. That's what makes you powerful. The fact that I feel insecure in this moment because I really don't know. Your beliefs give you security. Faith is insecurity. That part right there, D. All right, let's get busy. Let's get busy. You guys tap the screen. Let's get the likes up so that we tapping is clapping. Remember that, tapping is clapping. So good to see you all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We're just having some appetizers right now. Everything is fine. Nothing is broken. Nothing is broken. Nothing is broken. Nothing is broken. You don't need to be fixed. You just need to better understand yourself. And you also need to understand that you are the solution. You need to understand that you are the medicine. You need to understand that you are the cure. The cure is not outside of you. The solution is not outside of you. It's you. The moment you start looking for the solution outside of you, you're already lost. You are the solution to every single problem that you have. You are the solution to whatever it is that's happening in your circumstances. You are the solution. When you find yourself, you will find everything you think you needed from someone else the day you find you. The real you, not the you pretend to be. Got my Tara in the building. Hey, Moni Love, what's going on? What's going on? So good to see you all. Mantra Cream, so good to see you all. Good morning, Mama. So good to see you. So good to see you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. So good to see you. So good to see you. You guys remember, I tell you guys this all the time. God is hidden inside of every person the same way fire is hidden inside of a matchstick. Don't ever forget that. I said God is hidden inside of every person the same way that fire is hidden inside of a matchstick. If you had never seen a matchstick before in your life, I'm talking about never, you never seen a picture of it, you never seen it in a movie, you've never seen a matchstick before in your life, there would be no way I would be able to convince you that fire is inside, especially if I showed you a real fire. If I showed you a real fire and I'm just like, you see this fire right here? And you're like, yeah, I see the fire. And then I pull out this matchstick. Again, you've never seen a matchstick before in your life. And then I pull out this matchstick and I say, this matchstick is what started that. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. God is hidden inside of every person the same way that fire is hidden inside of a matchstick. This is why you have to understand that life is a single player game, because all of your trauma, all of your past negative experiences, all of the divorces and all of the pain and all of the negative experiences that you've had and everything that you think that has gone wrong with your life is the equivalent of me taking that striker and striking it against the match that is you. So you needed all of the negative experiences and you needed the trauma and you needed the suffering and you needed the pain, because that's what ignites the fire. That's what lets the fire out of you. And the day that the fire is let out of you, your life will be changed forever. The fire is going to burn away your depression. It's going to burn away your programming and conditioning. It's going to burn away your ego. It's going to burn away your pride. It's going to burn away everything that's keeping you disconnected from God right now. You have to understand you are the fire. You don't need to keep someone else warm. You are the fire for the world. Stop focusing on single individuals and understand that God did not create you for your significant other. He did not create you for your friends. He created you to be the fire. The fire that has the ability and the capacity to ignite anything. It can be the light for something. It can warm something. It can unlock something. It can do anything. But as long as you keep chasing people, your match will stay wet. As long as you think that you need someone to love you, your match will stay wet. As long as you continue to live out of your programming and conditioning, your match will stay wet. As long as you need someone else to believe in you and someone else to validate you, your match will remain wet. And a wet matchstick is of no value to anything. Period. That part right there, Lynetta. Everything you need is already in you. Everything you need is already in you. The problem is that you probably don't believe that. It sounds good on the surface. It sounds good, but spiritually and subconsciously, you don't really believe that. So you're probably still looking for other evidence. Why? Because we get caught up looking at ourselves through the rear view mirror of who we used to be. We get caught up looking at ourselves through our pain and our wounds and our trauma and all of that. And the moment that you do that, it affects your self-esteem. It affects your level of self-worth. It affects the relationship you have with yourself. It affects your self-confidence, your self-concept, It affects how much you believe in yourself. So I don't blame you for that. That part I don't blame you for, because that's what's going to happen to you. That's why it's hard for you to believe that. Me, coach, I'm the fire. I'm the one that has the ability and the power to change the world. Absolutely you. But you'll never see that until you become the awakened version of you. Why? Because you'll still keep seeing yourself through your wounds. You'll see yourself through your past negative experiences. You'll see yourself only through your past achievements. You'll see yourself through the failed relationships and the people that stopped loving you. And when your parents may have told you, who do you think you are? You're not that special, because they didn't see themselves as being special. So they projected not being special onto you. All of that. So that's the window that you're looking at yourself through. And that infects your self-concept. It affects how much you believe in yourself. It affects how much you love yourself. It affects how much you show up for yourself. The programming and conditioning, all of that is having a significant impact on you. That's why you need affirmations. You need affirmations because you're trying to remind yourself of something that you are, and you want to be whatever it is that's on the affirmations. Whatever it is that's on your little Post-it, you want to become all of those things, but it's hard for you to believe it. That's why it doesn't materialize, because you don't believe it. Not because you're not it, but because belief is blocking you. Your mind is working against you in that moment. It's not working for you. So you say the affirmations, you get up in the morning and you're doing everything that people are telling you to do. But deep down, spiritually, you don't believe it. Because you keep looking at yourself through your wounds. You keep looking at yourself through your past experiences. You keep looking at yourself through all of the failures and the mistakes and the setbacks and the roadblocks and all of the moments when you showed up small. You're looking at yourself through those filters. So it's blocking you from being able to see the greatness that's already in you, because you're looking at yourself through the rearview mirror of who you used to be. You can't even see the front windshield of who you're becoming, because you won't get out of the rearview mirror. What's up, Destiny? So good to see you. I don't have a rearview mirror anymore. I broke it. Got time to be looking in reverse. Cars are designed to go in reverse, not people. You don't need a rearview mirror. Yesterday is only designed to remind you of what you don't want to repeat today. That's the only value that yesterday brings to your life. No other value. No other value. I broke the rearview mirror. I don't have one anymore. Took the whole rearview mirror off. Again, yesterday is only designed. The only value that yesterday can bring to your life is becoming the mirror for what you don't want to repeat today, right? That's the only value. I can't think of any other value that yesterday can bring to your life, because it's slowing you down. We don't have time for yesterday. Yesterday doesn't have time for you, and you don't have time for yesterday. That's a perfect relationship. It's a perfect relationship. Perfect relationship. Yesterday doesn't want to have anything to do with you, and you shouldn't want to have anything to do with yesterday. Perfect relationship. But carry that same energy with every single person that you encounter. Give people the energy that they're giving you. Show up for people the same way that they're showing up for you. Love people the same way that they are loving you. How are you giving more to this person than what the person is willing to give you, but yet you remain in the relationship, yet you stay connected to the situation, and then you turn around and complain about everything that they're not giving you, but you got to understand that you added this person to your life. The person is only playing the role that you allow them to play. They only have the power that you give them. So if this person isn't living up to what you need them to live up to, you're the director. It's your movie. Why are you allowing the person to stay in the movie? If the person is underperforming in the movie, you wouldn't do that if you were a head basketball coach. If you were a head basketball coach and this is a championship game, every day of your life is the championship game. If you're the head basketball coach and you got this player, you got all of these other good players on the bench. You got this person out here. This is a championship game. We got 1 minute left to go in the game. This person is clearly underperforming. As the head coach, why are you leaving them out on the floor? Is that not your job as the coach? To know who's performing and who's underperforming? You got all of these fresh players over here waiting to get into the game. You sitting here letting the person underperform. We getting ready to lose the whole championship because of your decision making, because of your attachments, because of you clinging to this person that's no longer adding value to you. You getting ready to ruin the game called your life. You got to give people the same energy that they give you, because a lot of the people that you encounter in life are not spiritually aligned with you. There's going to be people that are spiritually aligned with you. When you meet those people, you'll know exactly who they are. But the people that are not spiritually aligned with you, you got to give them people the same energy that they're giving you. We don't do disrespect over here. I told you guys that. No, that's my biggest thing. We don't do disrespect. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what it means because I don't tolerate it, so I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. If my Father doesn't tolerate it, why would I tolerate it? God is not going to tolerate it. So if he doesn't tolerate it, why are you tolerating it? You're an extension of him. You carrying him right now. Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. You are the common denominator in your own life. I need you to understand that. You are the common denominator in your own life. Maybe not in someone else's, but in your own for sure. You need to know who you are for yourself before you focus on who you are for everyone else. Who are you for you? I understand who you're trying to be for everybody else. I get that. But you are the common denominator in your own life, and you have to know who you are for you before you start trying to figure out who you're going to be for everyone else. This is awareness. Let me say this to you. I'm talking to the spiritual being in you. I don't want to talk to your programming and conditioning because I won't reach you that way. I don't want to talk to your pride. See, when you become self-aware, you know how to get past people's hurdles and roadblocks and obstacles. I know exactly how to talk to the real you. That's why self-awareness is so powerful. I know how to start the conversation with you. I know how to start the conversation with you in such a way that I can get you to suspend things that would normally block what I'm saying to you. That's how powerful you become when you become self-aware. So one more time, I don't want to talk to your programming and conditioning. Let's set that down. I don't want to talk to your pride and your ego. Let's set that down. I don't want to talk to yesterday's version of you. Let's set that down. Let's step into the moment and have a real conversation here, right? Let's have a real conversation here. You need clarity in who you are. Nothing is more important than that because we can't get anywhere until we get clarity. Clarity is what you want more than a person. I promise you, when I break this down, you'll understand. You need clarity in who you are, clarity in what you desire to be, clarity in how you want to contribute not only to yourself, but to other people as well. What you need more than anything in the world is clarity. Why? Because clarity is attached to peace. Clarity is attached to love. Clarity is attached to God. You need clarity. Confusion is attached to depression. Confusion is attached to your unhappiness. Confusion is the one that will make you cause you to question your worth and your value and all of those other things like that. Some of you guys are not the most powerful version of yourself because you're not clear. You don't have clarity in your life. You've got confusion in your life. And you will never become the person that you want to be if your mind is confused. You got people that are confused whether or not they want to be in a relationship with you, whether or not they still love you, whether or not they want this and they want that from you. Anyone that's confused about whether or not they want to be with you has already given you the answer that you need. The moment that you tell me, let me think about it, I'm out. I said, the moment that a person tells you, let me think about it, I don't know, I'm still trying to, I'm out. You're not some game show where people get to ponder and wonder what they want to do with you. I'm out. And if you stay in that situation because you're waiting for someone to give you the answer, you are the problem. If you stay in that situation because you're waiting for someone to figure out whether or not they still want to be with you, whether or not they still love you, you are the problem. You don't even love yourself in that moment. So we got a whole world of problems. The fact that you would even allow someone to make a decision, the fact that someone needs to even make a decision on whether or not they want to remain in the relationship should tell you everything that you need to know. If that person doesn't have clarity, one more time, going back to that, my favorite word, clarity. They have no clarity there. They're confused about you. And they're confused about you because you're confused about you. You're not loving yourself, so they're not loving you. They're only you pushed out. Every single person is you pushed out. Every single person that's a part of your reality is either revealing where you are strong or they're revealing where you are weak. And when that person is confused about you, they're revealing your weakness to you, but you don't see it because you're too busy clinging to the person. I didn't say some people. I said every single person in your reality has two assignments. They're going to always reveal where you're strong or they're going to always reveal where you're weak. When that person is revealing your weakness to you, the reason why they're revealing your weakness to you is because they're showing you something that you're not giving yourself. They're showing you something that there's somewhere, somehow, they're reflecting back to you something that you're not willing to give yourself. We lack self-awareness to such a degree. We only focus on the person. Because you're still living out of the story about who you hope you guys become and what the fantasy that you're living out of and the desire that you have for this person and your want for this person and your need for this person and you're my everything and you complete me and all of that. You're still living out all of that superficial stuff. That stuff you've seen in some movie somewhere that you've added to your life. You guys tap the screen, tapping is clapping, you guys. One more time. You need clarity in who you are. Before you start adding people to your life, you need clarity in who you are. Clarity in what you desire to be. I didn't say clarity in what this person needs you to be for them. I said you need clarity in what you are chasing and what you are becoming. Clarity in how you want to contribute not only to yourself, but to those around you. I need to be clear on that. Clarity in who you are becoming, because your mind cannot produce a result for you that you are unsure about. How can you hit a target when you don't even know what the target is? So when you step into my life, everything is clear. And the reason why everything is clear is because God lives in my mind and in my heart. I don't have time for yesterday's problems, all in my mind. I don't have time for my programming and conditioning occupying my mind. I don't have time for my attachments occupying my mind. The carpet in my mind is snow white. You can take your shoes off and just walk across the carpet. It feels good on your feet. I don't have my problems living there. I don't have my depression living there. I don't have my programming and conditioning living there. I don't have my assumptions about people and my judgments and all. Everything is clear. When you have clarity in your life, you have peace. When you have clarity in your life, you have love. When you have clarity in your life, you have happiness. If you are not happy in this moment, I can tell you, diamond hard fact, the reason why you are unhappy because there is confusion in your mind. And when there is confusion in your mind, there will be confusion in your reality. The number one thing that you should be chasing over any human being is clarity. I don't give a damn if you got to hit the reset button and just start removing people until you can get back to you and figure out who am I becoming? What do I need? What type of life am I building? What will I accept? What will I not accept? What do I tolerate from others? And then stand on all of that. And then once you understand what that is, clarity will be in your life. And then every person that you add to your life should be in direct alignment with whatever those standards are that you set for yourself. Get all of the confusion, anything that has you confused should be out of your life immediately. That goes for people, places, and things. Anything that has you confused in any capacity, anyone that has to think whether or not they still want you to be a part of their life, you got to go. I'm never worried about the action. I'm always worried about the thought that fathers the action. That's what terrifies me, not the action. That part right there. Yeah, you giving people an option on whether or not they want to stay with you, and an option on whether they this, and an option on let me think about it. I tell you guys this all the time. If you have to ask someone if they still love you, the answer is in the question. If you have to ask someone whether or not they still want to be with you, the answer is in the question. If you have to ask someone whether or not they still want this relationship, the answer is in the question. The problem is you don't want to accept the reality. And the fact that their behavior has led you to this line of questioning is more important than the question itself. The fact that their behavior has even caused you to have this line of questioning means that we already have a whole sea of problems. Whole sea. Destiny, I'm telling you, it's a whole sea of problems. The fact that you even have to ask means that there's no clarity in your life right now. You're confused. And if you're confused in your mind, then happiness can't be where you are. Love can't be where you are. Joy can't be where you are, because none of those things operates out of a state of confusion. So while you busy hanging on to this person, you're not loving yourself. While you busy hanging on to this person, there's no peace in your life. While you busy hanging on to this person, there's no joy in your life. And you so blind to the truth that you're willing to hang on to this person and not experience love, not experience joy, not experience happiness. Damn, what is this person giving you? What could this person possibly be giving you where happiness's presence isn't in your life, joy's presence isn't in your life, love's presence? Damn, what are you getting from the person? Because whatever they're adding to your life should be infinitely more powerful than whatever it is that they're taking away. But see, all of those things are coming because you don't love yourself. That's the problem. At the root cause of the problem is the fact that you don't love you. That's the problem. The problem is not the person. See, matter of fact, I'm disrespecting this whole life. We sitting here talking about the person. The person is not the problem. You're the problem. And everything that you're not willing to give yourself, you turn this person into your attachment because you would convince yourself that they were going to give you everything that you're not willing to give you. That's the real problem. The person is never the problem. The problem is, what relationship do you have with yourself that even made you think that you need to step outside of yourself to go get something that only you could give you? There's not a person in history that can give you love. There's not a person in history that can give you happiness. There's not a person in history that can be your joy. There's not a person in history that can be your peace. All of those things are generated by you. That's what makes God so powerful. Everything, he knew. He said, because if I rely on these people to love my child, they may never love my child, which means she may never experience love. He may never experience love. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put that power in someone else's hands. I'm going to make sure that you experience your own love, that you experience your own happiness, that you experience your own joy and peace. And if someone else wants to add to the cherry to the sundae that is you, wonderful. If someone wants to add to what's already there, wonderful. But I will never allow someone else to be the source of my child's happiness. Never. Oh, he was adamant about that one. He was adamant about that one. But you've been programmed and conditioned to believe that it's coming from someone else. That's how the attachments get created. Yeah, he said, no, you're not going to do that to my child. No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to get to decide whether or not she experiences love. You're not going to get to decide whether or not he experiences love while you sit here making mistake after mistake after mistake, and you're not even loving yourself. So you can't possibly love them. How can you give them something that you're not even willing to give yourself? Now, I'm going to take that power out of your hands. Every single person that I create can only experience more of what they already are. And every person that you add to your life can only enhance what's already there. But if you're not loving yourself, how can I enhance what's missing from you? How can I add what's not there. I'm just the enhancer in your life. But how can I enhance what you're not even giving yourself? That's the whole point not to be missed right there. Every single person that you add to your life can only enhance what's already there. If there's happiness there, I can enhance that. If there's joy there, I can enhance that. If there's love there, I can enhance that. But what I can't do is add to what's not there. So now you turn me into everything that you should have been giving yourself. And that's when the relationship got destroyed. The relationship got destroyed the day that you needed me to give you everything that only you could give you. The relationship was over that day. Everything else was just us prolonging the inevitable. I'm telling you, your relationship was over the day that you needed your partner to give you. But again, when you lack self-awareness, you don't know any of this. That's why self-awareness is so important to your life. That's why I created this community, because you don't know any of this. Where do people go to teach you this? They don't teach you this anywhere. We don't know. We just jump in relationship, and most people jump in a relationship running from the pain from their last relationship. Don't forget about that. I said most people jump into a relationship to avoid the pain from their last relationship, which means you become the Band-Aid. You thinking you done met this person and, ooh, I'm getting ready to do this. And, ooh, look at him and, ooh, look at her. Never realizing that that person is using you for a whole Band-Aid. The pain was so great that they experienced that in their mind, the only way that I can avoid the pain is to find something to distract me from the pain. And here comes you. A beautiful distraction. And then once that person is kind of get their footing back underneath them, they leave you. Because they were never in your life like that to begin with. They were only, you got to be careful with that. See, when you lack self-awareness, see, when you become self-aware, you don't attract people like that into your life. I don't worry about stuff like that. But when you lack self-awareness, that's all day. That part right there, they see you how they need you. That part right there, they see you how you need you. You know, somebody, you live in that reality now? Yeah, trust me, I feel you. But it's no, it's all good. It's all good. That part right there, some people only need your hand and not your heart. That part right there, some people only need your hand and not your heart. Don't forget about that. Please don't forget about that. Whatever you do, don't forget about that. Real quick. You have to be your biggest support system. Yeah, you have to be your biggest support system. No more waiting for external validation. We don't have time for that. Validation is for parking. It's not for your life, right? No more waiting for external validation. No more waiting for someone else to believe in you or choose you. You got to choose you. And when you choose you, the world will choose you. When you believe in you, the world will believe in you. You got to understand that your reality is only you pushed out. Your reality is only a reflection of your consciousness, meaning whatever it is that you experience, I will never experience. The people that you encounter, I will never encounter. And every single person that enters your life is going to reflect your strengths to you, and they're going to reflect your weaknesses to you. Your job is just to be the observer. It's not necessary to react to anything. You don't have to react to anything. Watch what the moment is trying to teach you. But if you keep clinging to some previous moment, you won't be able to pay attention to what the moment is trying to teach you. You have to believe in yourself to such a degree to where external validation no longer moves your needle. You have to believe in yourself to such a degree to where external validation no longer moves your needle. Oh my God, you're a genius. Wonderful. That's only your perception of me. That's only how you see me in this moment. In the next moment, you may not see me that way. If I cling to that, I'm in trouble. You're an idiot. That's only your perception of me. That's how you see me in this moment. If I cling to that, I'm in trouble. I don't allow things that are happening outside of me to move my needle. I always stay neutral. I always stay in direct alignment with the divine in me. I'm always in direct alignment with God. Whatever you think about me is only your perception. It's only a snap decision that you made. It's only you thin slicing me. It's only how you saw me in that moment. You may see me as being the worst thing in the world in this moment. You may see me as being the best thing in the world in the next moment. It belongs to you. Whatever your perception is of me belongs to you. Why do you give people so much power over your life? What they think about you is none of your business. Why did you make it your business? You lack emotional intelligence the moment you made it your business. The moment that you pulled out that emotional sledgehammer and banged yourself over the head based upon their criticisms or how they saw you or whatever their opinion is, and you got to understand what you judge, you can never understand. And when I judge something, love is not in me in that moment. So whatever that person is projecting onto you, just understand in that moment they are emotionally on fire. There's no love in them. That's the number one indicator for you to just walk away. If I'm judging you, I lack self-awareness to such a degree that I don't realize that in the moment when I'm judging you, love is not in me. Happiness is not in me. Peace is not in me. Why do you care? Just think about what I'm saying. Just think about what I'm saying. It's humanly impossible for love to be flowing through you and you're judging someone at the same time. The moment you start to judge, love's presence is out of your life in that moment. Happiness's presence is out. That's why you're judging, because we only judge from our wounds. We don't judge from the healed versions of ourselves. That person judges you from their pain because something about you triggered something in them that was lying dormant at the time. That's why they judged you. That part right there, Tara. And we give so much power to people's little criticisms and their opinions and all of these other things, and even the good opinions, whether that person calls you the best thing in the world or they call you the worst thing in the world. Your needle should always stay like this. It shouldn't matter, because again, it's only how they saw you in the moment. It's how they saw you. They don't know who you are. They don't know your story. They just know what they saw in that moment. And they created a story in their mind about what they saw in that moment, and they projected that onto you. Thank you so much for the gifts, you guys. Right? It's no big deal. That part right there, why'd you give the power to the judgment is what I'm trying to figure out. Let me say this. This is important. If you love yourself, you love others. If you hate yourself, you hate others. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand that. So what's happening in that moment, one more time, if you love yourself, you love others. If you hate yourself, you hate others. Your job as the spiritually awakened version of yourself, your job is to just sit back and watch what people are giving you. Are they giving you love or are they giving you hate? It's not your job to jump on the grenade of that particular situation. Your job is just to pay attention to what are they giving you in that moment. Because whatever they're giving you in that moment is a clear indicator of what's in them at the time. There's no love in this person at the time. Why are you worried about what they're saying? And no matter what you say in that moment, nothing that you can say in that moment is going to hurt that person more than what they are already going through. Nothing. Because if I hate me, how can I possibly love you? Think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying. When you love yourself, you love others. This is not bumper sticker talk. I'm telling you the truth. When you're in that state where you're walking around and you love yourself, you opening doors for people, you speaking to people that didn't speak to you, you're kind to people, you're complimenting people. Oh, that fragrance smells so nice and all of these things. Why? Because you love yourself in that moment. When you don't like yourself, you withdraw. See, that's what we talk about. You withdraw from others. You don't want to deal with people. You don't want to be around people. That's why we talked about the other day. Why is it important for you to be happy? Let me see if anybody remembers that. Why is it critically important for you to be happy? I said critically important. And it has nothing to do with what people tell you on social media. Let me just see if you guys remember. I taught you guys this maybe a week ago. It's for none of the reasons that you have ever heard on social media. This is awareness what I'm giving you. It's nothing to do with these what people talk. What I'm getting ready to show you is how much people lack awareness. People don't even know why you need to be happy. We just want to be happy, but you don't know why you need to be it. Why you need to be it. Not that something that you want to be. Why it's mandatory. I see all of you guys have forgotten. But let me remind you. Come on, Aquarian goddess. That's my girl right there. Happiness is the only thing that releases you from the self. That's why. Happiness is the only thing that releases you from the self. Suffering ties you to the self. That's why it's critically important for you to be happy. Your depression ties you to the self. It causes you to withdraw from other people. You go in your room and you don't want to be around people and you're not taking care of yourself and you're not working out. You're not showing up for yourself. It ties you to the self. Your unhappiness ties you to the self. Whatever's happening in your relationship that's going wrong ties you to the self. Happiness releases you. It's the only thing that can release you from the self. Meaning that when it's in your life, when you're experiencing it, you're not thinking about your problems. You're not thinking about what's missing from your life. You're not thinking about what's wrong with you. You go out and you want to do for other people and you want to help other people when happiness is in your life. Think about when you have a toothache. When you have a toothache, the only thing that you can think about is your tooth. But when you don't have a toothache, you're not even aware that you have teeth. You're not thinking like that. Or when you have a headache, all you can think about is the headache. But when you have no headache, you're not even aware that you have a head. You're not thinking about yourself like that. Or when you have a backache, all you can think about is the backache. You can't think about anything else. Why? Because all of those things tie you to the self. But when you don't have a backache, you're not even aware that your back is back there. You're not thinking about that like that. Why? Because it releases you from the self. That's why it's critically important for you to be happy. Not so that you can go skipping down the street, not so that you can watch rainbows and unicorns. It has nothing to do with all of that. I promise you, when you start looking at people on social media talking about being happy, they don't know what they're talking about. Happiness is the only thing that releases you. It's like a key. It releases you from the self. It makes you want to go out and do for others. Okay, this is divine intelligence I'm giving you here. This is not, again, bumper sticker talk. Suffering ties you to the self. Happiness releases you from the self. Anytime that you are suffering, you are tied to the self. You don't want to go out. You don't want to be around people. You don't want to help people. You don't want to do all those things. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad person, but you're just so caught up in your own mind. You're so caught up with your problems. You're so caught up with your suffering that you just don't want to be around other people and you withdraw. Happiness does the opposite. That's good. Said, I'm not suffering. I'm single. I know that's right. Does that make sense? And that part right there, and it just feels amazing. And it just feels amazing. But again, it's you know, we've come up with all of these different concepts and ideas about what happiness means, you know, and so most people are just walking around with someone else's definition in their mind about what happiness is. But when you understand it, well, just look at it from your spiritual mind. You'll see what I'm saying. If you look at it through your spiritual intelligence right now, whether you're self-aware or not, you'll see exactly what I'm saying. You'll see what I'm saying is giving you universal truth right now. Right? Just look at it through your spiritual intelligence. Anytime that you are suffering, you are tied to the self. Anytime that you are happy, you open doors for people when you're happy. You greet people when you are happy. You know, you compliment this person and compliment that person. You get on the elevator. Oh, that's a nice jacket. That's a nice this. That's a nice that. Why? Because you release from the self. You're not thinking about yourself in that moment. It's a beautiful thing, you know, and so that's when you understand what happiness really is, because now you understand why you should be chasing it and why you should be pursuing it. Because again, I need to be released from the self. Because my job and my goal is not to focus on my problems. My job and my goal is to focus on who I'm becoming. My problems belong at my feet, not on some pedestal in my mind, right? Because why? Because I'm creating all of the problems based upon the way that I am thinking, based upon the story that I create about reality, based upon the meaning that I attach to certain things, you know, so I'm creating the problem. So my problems, once I understood that, I'm like, no, you get to sit down over here and be lucky to even be around me, problems. Sit down over here. You get to be in this journal. I'm going to journal down whatever my problems are. I'll put them in this journal, and that's where you belong. You don't get to rent space in my mind, because if your problems are renting space in your mind, that's how you're seeing the world. You're seeing the world through your problems. How are you going to become the most powerful version of yourself if you moving like that? Right? That makes sense? Let me say this. No, that's, yeah. I feel you. So you needed that. Yep, I feel you. Let me say this to you guys. This is the realest thing I'm ever tell you. Accept life as it comes. Please, I'm begging you. Accept life as it comes. Stop trying to change things. Stop resisting things. Stop fighting things. You got to understand that before you become spiritually awakened, you're walking around with your programming and conditioning. You're walking around with your computer. Your computer, unbeknownst to you, your computer is running a program right now, whether you realize it or not. Your computer is running a program right now. Anything that's in direct alignment with your computer's program, guess what you do? You release happiness, you release joy, you release peace, you release excitement. That's exactly what you do. Let me say that one more time. In this moment, I don't even have to know your name. I can tell you how you work. In this moment, okay, this is your computer. It has been programmed. I don't know what the program is as of yet, but maybe you do. Your computer is running a program right now, whether you realize it or not. And as you're moving through life, everything that is in direct alignment with your computer's program, you give yourself permission to experience happiness, love, joy, peace, and excitement. Again, when it's in alignment with your computer's program, that's what you do. You release all of the feelings. Reality's not doing it. God's not doing it. Your significant other's not doing it. You are doing it. Anytime that something is out of alignment with your computer's program, guess what you do? You release anger, unhappiness, stress, worry, and depression, moodiness, gloominess. And guess what? 95% of the time, reality is going to be out of alignment with your computer's program, which is the reason why your emotional state goes like this. I don't have to know you, and I know that. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're moody, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you want to be bothered, sometimes you don't want to be bothered. It's all of this stuff going on, right? And the reason why that's happening, because one more time, we have to deprogram you. You've got to get deprogrammed. You have to be in alignment with reality's program, because reality will never try to fit into your program. It's too big. Your program is small, and your program was created based upon all of your previous experiences leading up to this moment, which is why two people will never see a situation the same way. Ever in life. No two people will see the situation the same way. They may have similar takes on what the situation was, but not exact. Because everything is a byproduct of your programming and conditioning. I've got some members of my team have my live streams, some pre-recorded live streams running on other platforms. So yes, you guys. So you may see that on Facebook, on YouTube, I think, maybe somewhere else. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just me doing whatever I can do to get the medicine out to people, because obviously we have so many other platforms aside from TikTok. So we just let stuff run, and whoever finds it, finds it. Like I tell you guys all the time, you don't find self-awareness, self-awareness finds you. And so for the people that it's meant to find, they'll find it. And for the people that's not, it's just not. Does that make sense? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. Everybody caught that? So again, that's why the self-awareness is so important, because you got to get rid of that program. That program is doing more damage to you than any person you have ever called an enemy in the history of your life. That program is hurting you. It's hurting you. Got to get rid of the program. Got to get rid of the program. Got to get rid of that program. Got to get rid of the program. Let me say this. It's stopping everything, Tina. It's not only will it stop your growth, it's going to stop your spiritual awakening. It's going to stop you becoming the most powerful version of yourself. It's going to stop everything. That program is the only problem in your life. That program produces all of your problems. All of them, not some of them, all of them. Yeah, the program stops everything, and that's once you understand that it's once you understand it, it's all good. Yes, send me a message, Unity. Send me a message. Yeah, once you become self-aware, then you'll understand the program that you're running, and you'll understand how and when you look back over it, you feel so foolish. Like I feel so foolish now. Not foolish, that's probably a bad word choice, but I feel like I'm like, damn, how did I see that? Right? Like, how did I not see that? But there's no way for you to see it. It's humanly impossible for you to see it. Right? You're running a program right now. And anytime that reality is in alignment with your program, you give yourself permission to experience love and happiness and joy and peace and all of that. But the moment that something is out of alignment with your computer's program, you are running a program right now the same way you are breathing right now. Anytime that something is out of alignment with your computer's program, you punish yourself. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. You punish you. Let me say this to you. You can only change what you understand. What you do not understand is changing you. That's dangerous. That's why self-awareness is so important to your life. You can only change what you understand. What you do not understand in this moment is changing you. The toxic relationship is changing you. It's changing the way you love yourself. It's changing how much you believe in yourself. It's changing your self-concept and how much value you place on yourself. It's changing you. And it can change you to such a degree to where you no longer recognize yourself. You can only change what you understand. What you do not understand is changing you. The most beautiful thing about self-awareness is that you're going to understand what everything's impact is on your life. You will no longer be blind to things that have the power to change your relationship that you have with yourself. You won't be blind to that anymore. You won't be blind to any of that anymore. No relationship on the planet is worth you becoming a lesser version of yourself over. No relationship. I don't care how much you think you love someone. If you are becoming a lesser version of yourself while you are hanging on to this person, you've already lost you. You've already lost you. That's not important. We're gonna just skip past that. We don't care about that. Are you clinging to them? You've already lost you. We're not paying no attention to that. That gets no energy. And do you even love them? Because how can you love them and not love yourself? Truth is knocking at the door. How is it possible for you to love someone else and you are not loving yourself at the same time? How is that possible? I need you to make that make sense for me. It's not a math problem. It shouldn't take you long to figure out. How is it possible for you to tell me with a straight face, Coach, I love them, but you're not loving you? The whole relationship has got you changed. Change the way you see yourself. Change how you love yourself. Got you confused about yourself and all of these things. You think you love the person. How can you love them and you're not loving you? How did love jump over you and land on them and walk right past you? How did that happen? Or is it your attachment disguised as love? Is it need disguised as love? Is it your desire disguised as love? Is it the story that you've created in your mind about who you hope this person will become for you, disguised as love? I'm just asking. That part right there, Tracy. That part right there, Doc. The last time I checked, love is free. How's your love bank account empty? How's it full for someone else, but empty when it comes to you? How did that happen? It's not like you need to afford it. It's not like you have to go buy it anywhere. So how did you manage to give it to someone else and cut off the ability to give it to yourself? How can you love anything outside of you and not love you when the source of love is coming from you? Your tank should be so full that the only thing that they're getting is the overflow from what's already there. One more time, every single person that you add to your life can only enhance what's already there. But what that person can't do is create what's missing. That's how the attachment gets created. You're expecting them to create what's missing in you, what you fail to give yourself. That's how you start clinging. That's how you become attached. That's how they become your everything. That's how you create the story in your mind that they complete you and all of that. Why? Because you don't complete you. Completion was never their assignment. Completion was your assignment. I said completion was never their assignment. Completion was your assignment. The day that God made you, you were already complete. What's making you feel incomplete is your programming and conditioning. What's making you feel incomplete is you lacking self-awareness. What's making you feel incomplete is you not having the emotional intelligence to understand that you are love personified. You are belief personified. You are truth personified. Everything in your life has to be true, accurate, and real. You are happiness personified. There's no person in human history that can add a single fiber of value to what you are. They can add value to what you pretend to be, but no one can add value to what you are because the version of you that God created needs nothing. Doesn't need anything. Everything that you need, he's already provided you with. It's your programming and conditioning that's blocking love's presence in your life. It's your programming and conditioning that's blocking happiness's presence in your life. It's your own programmed mind that has you thinking that you are incomplete. The only thing in life that makes you incomplete is thinking that you need something else to complete you. The day that you think something is missing from you, you're already in trouble. Before you even get in the car, before you grab your keys, the moment that you entertain the thought that something was missing from you, you were already in trouble. The day that you grab that app, and that dating app, that whether it was Match or whatever the dating apps are that's out there right now, the Tinder and all of that, the day that you picked up that app, thinking that you were going to go find love and thinking that you were going to go find your happiness and thinking that you were getting ready to go find your forever and your everything, and you were already in trouble. You getting ready to place all of these problems at this person's feet because that person couldn't add to what's missing from you. You didn't get on the app because you had love to give. You got on the app because you were looking for it. You didn't get on the app because you had happiness to give. You got on the app because you were looking for it. You were looking for something in that moment that you weren't giving yourself. Or you were lonely. Coach, I'm so lonely. Loneliness is not cured by human contact. Loneliness can only be cured by you getting in touch with reality, by you getting in touch with the truth, by you understanding that there is nothing missing from you. The only thing that's missing from you is the thoughts that you entertain that's keeping you disconnected from God in this moment. That's your problem. Because I can tell you plenty of people that are surrounded by human beings everywhere they go. They go this way, there's people over here. They go this way, there's people over here. You can be sitting on the couch next to someone and feel lonely. So loneliness is not cured by human contact. It will only be cured by you coming in touch with reality. You are out of alignment with the truth. Anytime that you're lonely, it's because you're out of alignment with the truth. You don't have truth in your life. You don't have self-awareness in your life. You got programming and conditioning in your life. Somebody programmed you to believe that you needed someone. I need someone to complete me, coach. I need someone to make me happy. I need someone to be my everything. I need someone to be my joy. I need this and need that. No, you were coming from a place of need. That's dangerous. One more time, loneliness can never be cured by human contact. You can add 1 million people to your life right now and still feel lonely. Loneliness can only be cured by you coming in contact with reality, by you coming in contact with the truth, by you coming in contact with what you really are. You don't understand what you are. You only understand your programming and conditioning, which is what someone else's definition of what you are. And you've been living out of that this entire time. That's the problem. If you're bored with your own life, what makes you think that this person is going to want to experience what you don't even want to experience? Think about what I'm saying. If you don't like your own life, if you don't enjoy your own company, how will I enjoy what you don't even enjoy? You racing to add some person to your life. If you don't like time with yourself, what makes you think this person is going to want to experience what you don't even want to experience? Did you ever think about that? If you're bored with your own life, if you're not excited with your own life, if you don't enjoy your own company, what makes you think this person will? What you going to do, bored him to death too? What makes you think this person will? No, find yourself. Find you. Just spend the next 6 months of your life finding yourself. It's the best gift you'll ever give to yourself. When you find yourself, you'll understand that what I thought I needed from them could only come from me. One more time, people can only enhance what's already there. They cannot enhance what's missing. So if you're lonely, you're not loving yourself. If you're lonely, you're not showing up for yourself. If you're lonely, you're disconnected from your divine essence. So what is that person going to enhance? What can they enhance if you're already lonely? You're already out of alignment with truth. What are we enhancing? More loneliness? That's the only problem, Doc. You got to let them know. If you're lonely in this moment, it only means that you're out of alignment. That's it. Nothing wrong with you. You're just out of alignment with your divine essence. That's it. Because the self-aware person, I'm going to tell you something about that self-aware person. They love being by themselves. They love it. They relish in it. Yes, they enjoy. See, loneliness and aloneness are two different things. Aloneness means that I enjoy other people's company, but I enjoy my own company just as much, if not more. Loneliness means you think you need someone else's company so that you can be happy or you can feel complete or you can feel this and you can feel that. No, that's dangerous. Aloneness means that, yes, I like being with other people, but I also love being with myself just as much, if not more. I enjoy some me. I love me. I love my energy. I love the fact that I can sit with my thoughts. I love the fact that I understand when you become self-aware, I understand that I'm actually never alone. God is with you everywhere you go. He's sitting there the whole time. You can't go anywhere and not be in his presence. So what are you talking about? You alone? And when you become self-aware, you understand that. Thank you so much for that, Mama. Thank you. So what you talking about? You alone? Alone where? Where? I love that. Go out in nature. Go find yourself. Go sit with yourself. Start studying self-awareness. Become your best project because you already are. You are your best project. You are your best relationship. Everyone else only gets to benefit from the relationship that you already have with yourself. But if you feel like you're lonely, how are we benefiting? What are we benefiting from? You're like the empty desert in that moment versus some beautiful oasis. What's growing in you? Is love growing in you? Is happiness growing in you? Is joy growing in you? Or is unhappiness and your lack of self-awareness growing in you? What's growing in the garden called you? I love that. I love that. Yeah, you just like I said again, especially when you're on that self-awareness journey, when you're starting your self-awareness journey, man, you got to be. I tell people this all the time. You got to be greedy now so that you can become generous later. Be greedy with your time. Be greedy with your attention. Be greedy with all of these things. Be greedy now so that you can become generous later. That's important. That's important. Why? Because I already have people that's connected to the most powerful version of me, not to the weakest version of me. You don't understand that. You think that this life is all about you. You think that God created you just so that you can go look at beautiful sunsets and add a bunch of people to your life and you go celebrate this and stack a bunch of money and get fancy cars and houses and go and become famous and popular. That's not why he created you. It's not why he created you. We're going to stop telling that lie right now. That's not why he created you. Does anyone know their purpose? Let me see how self-aware you guys are. Who knows their purpose specifically? Not roundabout. Who can tell me what their purpose is? I'm going to get ready to tell you right now. Let me see. Let me see if anybody can get it. I'm going to take your elevator so high, I might break the elevator. I'm going to take your elevator so high, I might break it. I just might break it. I'll snap all the wires out that bad boy. I just might break it. I like that. I like the unconditional love. All right, let me give you this. You've never heard this before in your life, but you can hear it right now. One more time, let me set the tone. I need you to listen with your spiritual mind. Not with your pride, not with your ego, not with your programming and conditioning. I'll never reach you that way. Well, the only thing I need you to do is listen with your spiritual mind. Give me 5 seconds of just pure spiritual mind right now. This is the most beautiful thing in the history of beautiful things, in my opinion. This is more beautiful than a billion rainbows, a million waterfalls, 1,000 puppies. This is the most beautiful thing in the history of the world, right here, what I'm getting ready to give you. Your purpose is connected to your pain. That's why God created you. Your purpose is connected to your pain, meaning whatever your negative experiences have been, once you step on the opposite side of the spiritually awakened version of yourself, you are going to become an energetic match for every single person that has gone through what you went through. That's your purpose. Why? Because you're going to speak the language of that person. Because he's transforming you into the blessing. Because he's transforming you into the answer. Because he's transforming you into the solution. And then what he's going to do, because he's seen that you put in the work and that he can trust you, he's going to start flooding you with all of the people that were once where you used to be. And what's going to make those people connect with you more than anything else on the planet is you speak their language. You'll be able to dive down to the bottom of the ocean of who they are, and you'll be able to teach them how to become master swimmers. That's what you're going to be able to do. But what's going to be so beautiful about it is that you won't be emotionally connected to it like they are. Why? Because you're already healed. You're already whole. So you'll be able to swim down to the bottom of the ocean of their problems. And you'll teach them how to become master swimmers. You'll teach them how to swim on the surface of life versus down at the bottom where they're struggling, where their pain is and where their suffering is and all of these things that's destroying their lives in that moment. Your purpose is connected to your pain. So once you become the most powerful version of yourself, once you become the spiritually awakened version of you, you're going to become an energetic match for every single person. You're going to meet this person at the coffee shop. You might meet them coming out of church. You might meet this person at the gas station. You might meet this person at the supermarket. They're just going to be coming. You're never going to know where they're coming from, but they're coming. That's what he created you for. It's not about parties and going to the club and how many cars can I get and how much money is in my bank account. That's why there's very few chosen ones. That's why he only allows so many chosen ones, because you don't need a whole army of chosen ones, because every chosen one creates the next pebble. That's what I'm doing. There's so many of my students now, and I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them because they become the medicine. They become the solution. They become the answer. They're already attracting people to them right now in this moment as we speak. And so they're able to help so many people become the most powerful version of themselves. That's what you have to understand. They've already become, well, like what I say, inside of every fire is hidden inside of every matchstick. God is hidden inside of every matchstick is the same way the fire is hidden inside the matchstick. That's what you have to understand. The fire's already out of them. Right? And so now what's important to understand is I may have toss that pebble into that water, but the ripple effect that comes from that, right? So many people, the impact, there's people's lives that I've impacted. There's people's lives that you're going to impact that you won't know where that person is. You'll be sitting next to someone in a coffee shop, never realizing that this person over here that you unlocked on the other side of town, unlocked this person that's sitting next to you. You won't even know it. And they won't know it. And that's the most beautiful thing. You will be sitting here and having a conversation with this person, never understanding that it was because of you. It was because of the fact that you were the blessing. It was because of the fact that you put in the work. It was because of the fact that you became the spiritual awakening, that this person right here has a real life now. They're able to experience life because of you. They're able to enjoy life because of you. They're able to break that generational curse because of you, and you didn't even see it. A good is never so good as when one has no idea that they're doing good. Meaning, when you just being who you are, just your words, your actions, your presence becomes medicine. I helped you. Coach, you changed my life. What did I say? Coach, you changed my life. What did I do? What was I wearing? Where was I? I have no idea. Why? Because I am medicine. I don't know what dose of me you may have received in that moment, and you won't know what dose that person will have received when it comes to you. You were just doing who you were. You were just walking through life, dancing your dance. Not pretending to be this person and pretending to be that person, just being who you are, just being the most authentic version of yourself. Truth in your life, clarity in your life, love in your life, happiness in your life, abundance in your life. I'm just dancing my dance. It helped you? Wonderful. No credit to me. Give it to God. Give it to Him. Everybody caught that? Now you know. Your purpose is directly connected to your pain, because you're going to be able to speak a language. See, you got to understand that your pain, whatever it is your pain is, okay, whatever it is your pain is, it's not my pain. So if you come to me and you're like, Coach, I need you to help this lady. Let me give you an example. Let me give it to you in a way I know you won't miss it. Let me give it to you in a way I know you won't miss it. Let's say there's two ladies. Both of them were in a 20-year relationship that was so toxic. Lady number one not only came out on the other side a better version of herself, right? But she ended up becoming a counselor, took herself to school. She ended up becoming a counselor. Why? Because her goal and her dream was to help women that had gone through whatever it is she went through. She changed her whole life. She became that. She became the solution. She became the blessing. She became the medicine. Lady number two is just now coming out of her relationship. I can't speak to lady number two because I've never been in a 20-year toxic relationship, number one. Number two, I'm not a woman. I don't know what that's like from a woman's perspective, so I'm of no value to that situation. Can I teach self-awareness there? Yeah, I can. Will the self-awareness help? Yeah, it can. But no one can help her like the lady that has already walked her path. She's going to be able to speak a language to her and swim down to the bottom of the ocean of who she is and pull her up and then teach her everything that she needs to know so that she can become the most powerful version of herself. That's what I'm saying. That's you. So every single person that experienced the same time, and there's millions of people that have gone what you've gone through. There's only 12 stories in life. You're going to understand that when it comes to self-awareness. There are only 12 stories. And every single person fits into one of those stories. You carry one of those stories in you right now. Now, there may be different different things that may have happened, different little nuanced things, but the stories pretty much are the same. When you become self-aware, you'll understand that. You're carrying a story right now in you that's unique to you. And there's going to be so many people that are an energetic match to that story. That story has the power to change millions, if not billions of people in life. It all depends on the size of the story. Just like I tell people all the time, the size of your pain, right, is the size of the gift that you carry. So if you've gone through a lot of pain in life and you've gone through a lot of suffering, that means that the gift that God placed in you is ginormous. That makes sense? I love that. That part right there, Lynetta, that part right there. That's exactly why you fall in love with that's why you don't run from the pain. That's why you don't run from your story. That's why you don't avoid anything. That's why you don't skip chapters and all of that. You don't do that because you got to understand that the pain didn't actually happen to you. It happened to a version of yourself that you're still identifying with. And I'll talk to you guys about that tonight as far as the secret behind the I and the me. The secret behind the I and the me is going to help you to really understand this. And once you understand the relationship between the between the I and the me, it's over. It's game over. Once you understand the secret between the I and the me, and I'll talk about that tonight on the live stream tonight inside of our community, inside of the Mindset Masters community. Once you understand that, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I get it now. You're going to be like, oh, I get it now. You're going to get it. So yeah. So anyways, that's that on that. That's that on that. Again, you everything is fine. I say that to you guys all the time. All is well. Everything is fine. Okay? Everything is fine. The only thing that needs to happen from this moment moving forward is you have to align your choices and your decisions. Your choices and your decisions have to become aligned in order for you to become the most powerful version of yourself. We make decisions, and then on the back end of that decision, you make a choice. Every time you make a decision, it's followed up by a choice. The problem is that oftentimes we'll make the decision. That decision might be to go to school. That decision might be to become self-aware. That decision might be to start your business. That decision might be to leave the toxic relationship. And then when it's time to execute on that decision, you make a different choice. The choice is always lighter than the decision. The decision is always heavy because the decision has the power to transform your entire life. But the choice that you make, so I want you to think about a train. The decision is the front end of that train. It's where the engine is. The choice is the caboose. Okay, the caboose way in the back. But that caboose is powerful because when you don't align that choice up with the decision, then you end up moving in a different direction. Some of you guys are stuck because your choices and your decisions are not aligned. That's number one. Number two, you got to understand this. You have to turn every single should into a must. Some of you guys are stuck because you don't turn every should into a must. Where do my shoulds come from, coach? It comes from God. It comes from the universe. It comes from the divine. So you'll sit there and say, oh, I should go to the gym. I should leave this relationship. I should leave my job. I should start doing this. I should start my business. And you don't align your shoulds up with the must. If you turn every should into a must, for the next 6 months, you'll become the most powerful version of yourself. I promise you, if you turn the moment that you say, I should get up, go to the gym, get up and go to the gym. The moment that you say, I should start my business, get on the phone and start calling who you need to call. The moment that you say, I should leave that job, get on that, whatever that search engine is, and start looking for your new job. Turn every single should into a must. And that's how you truly become powerful. Align your choices and decisions from this moment moving forward. Turn every single should into a must. Make sure that you have clarity in your life. Clarity with respect to where you are going. Clarity with respect to who you are becoming. Clarity with respect to what you accept or tolerate from others. Because if you don't have clarity in your mind, you will never have peace in your life. Ever. All right, so real quick, for anyone that's new to the platform, my name is Jordan Williams. I am a certified life coach. I specialize in self-awareness and self-mastery, and I've helped tens of thousands of people achieve their spiritual awakening. The only thing that you need for your spiritual awakening is you need passion, you need desire, and you need urgency. Why is urgency important? Because when you have urgency in your life, and urgency doesn't mean that you're moving all fast. Urgency just means that you really want to become that thing that you are getting ready to become, because urgency is the bridge that connects you from where you are to where you want to be. So when you have urgency in your life, passion and desire, the combination of those things, and they're all free. Can I help you achieve your spiritual awakening? Absolutely. Can I help you become a version of yourself that you have never been in your life? Absolutely. Can I help you become the greatest thing walking? Absolutely, because you already are. See, we get caught up in groupthink. We get caught up seeing ourselves through the mirrors of other people, never realizing and understanding God made one model when he made you. He made one model. You are a walking, talking billboard for the experience called you. He created oceans because they are a special experience. He created the mountains because they are a special experience. He created nature because it is a special experience. And he created you because you are a special experience. Stop looking at yourself the same way that you're looking at everyone else, and understand that you are the most unique thing on this planet. We will never get another you. We have never had another you. We get this one you right now. And if you don't place value on you, no one else will place value on you. If you don't show up for you, other people won't show up for you. If you're not loving yourself and believing in yourself, everyone else will be a reflection of everything that you're not willing to give yourself. Everything starts with you. He gave us one experience called you. He gave us plenty of mountains. He gave us plenty of oceans. It's nature all over the place. He gave us one you. Man, you got to protect that. You got to take care of that. He handed the keys to you. You are an original copy of God's best and highest creation right now in this moment. I said an original. Come on, man. We don't get another one. We fumble you. We don't get another one. That's why we protect you. That's why we surround you around the right people. That's why we shower you with love so that you can grow. You are an original copy. We need you to grow. We need you to transform. We need you to become everything that he created you to be. That's only my role in your life. My role in your life is to help you to uncover the roadblocks to your spiritual awakening. My purpose in your life is to help you to uncover the roadblocks to the truth. I need you living in truth. I need you living in reality. I need everything in your life to be true, accurate, and real. No more pretending. No more showing up a lesser version of yourself. No more shrinking in the moment, turning down. We don't have time for that. I won't blow the assignment. God's already given me my assignment. My purpose in life is to help you to discover yours. That's it. When he said, son, go get him, that's what he sent me to do. I'm the best in the world at what I do. When he said, go get him, that's what I came to do. I will fight you for your limitations, even though you're trying to hang on to them. I'll fight you for them. I'll fight you from your programming and conditioning, even though you're still clinging to it. I'll fight you for the attachments and all of that, because what I won't do is I won't let God down. That's a conversation that I got to have with him. If I fail you, so I won't do my job. I need you to do yours. That's it. And the combination of those two becomes creative force. That's it. We already won the game. The fact that we're connected. You got to look at how much history has happened. You got to look at how much life has happened. This is not a play on words. You got to look at what I'm saying. What are the chances that everything you went through in life and everything I went through in life, that our lives would intersect at this moment? Don't disrespect that. Don't disrespect that. All of this is happening for a reason. And if you don't believe that, that's the problem. All of what you had to go through had to happen exactly how it happened. That's why you don't punish yourself. Everything that you had to go through, all the abuse, all of this, all of that, the suffering, all of those things led you to this moment so that our lives, our paths could intersect, so that I can help you to become unlocked, so that I can help to release you from the mental cage that you continue to place yourself in. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. The only thing is wrong is you thinking that you're not exactly where you need to be. That's what's wrong. If there's anything that's wrong, it would only be that. That part right there, surrender. That's the essence of life. Change is the essence of life. You have to be willing to let go of who you are now to become who God is trying to transform you into later. Are you willing to let go of yesterday's version of you? Are you willing to let go of everything that you've been avoiding? Are you willing to let go of everything that you think you need to make you happy? Because your happiness doesn't come from anything outside of you. I need you to understand that your happiness will never come from anything outside of you, even though in this moment you may have your happiness tied to things that are happening outside of you. That's my job, is to help you understand how powerful you are so that you stop giving your power away, so that you can keep all the power within. You're the baddest thing walking. I said the baddest thing. I didn't say the second baddest or the third. One more time. We only get one model. How are you not the baddest thing when you're the only model? Tell me how. How are you not the baddest thing if you're the only model? If there was only one Rolls Royce on the planet, that's the baddest Rolls Royce on the planet. There ain't no other Rolls Royces to compare it to. You're the only model. There are no other models like you. Come on, wake up, man. You got to wake up. He created one model called you. We get one. So your job is to transform that model. We talk about all the time. You're a work in progress and a masterpiece all at the same time. We have to transform everything to masterpiece level. I want everything connected to you to be at masterpiece level. The way you think, masterpiece level. The way you show show love to yourself, masterpiece level. Your level of belief in yourself, masterpiece level. I want everything associated with you to be at a masterpiece level. The way what you accept or tolerate from other people, masterpiece level. And then every single person will become an energetic match for who you have become. And if they don't align with what you are as the masterpiece, they don't even gain access to you. They don't gain access to you. It's very simple. Everything has to come up to masterpiece level. That's it. God's already created the masterpiece. You already are the masterpiece. The only thing that's stopping you from being the complete masterpiece is your programming and conditioning, and that's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. We got that. Don't worry about that part. That part's on me. All right, so one more time. My name is Jordan Williams. I am a certified life coach. I specialize in self-awareness and self-mastery, just helping people to become unlocked, helping people to become unleashed, and helping them to become everything that God created them to be. It's helping them to become the unconditional love that they already are. I don't add value to your life. I can only enhance what's already there. You already are value. You are value personified. You are already value. So I will never take that away from you. The only thing that I can do is help you to unlock and help you to discover the roadblocks to your truth. My partners and I'm the best-selling author of this book, The Secret of Awareness, How Powerful Are You Ready to Be? This is where you start. So if you don't have this book right now, this is where you start. Okay, you need this book. It's critically important to your spiritual awakening journey. What you're going to find is you in the book. Every time you turn a page in the book, you're only going to find more of who you already are. You won't find me in the book. You will only find yourself. So that's important, is the book, right? The book is critically important. The book you want to read 5 times. Well, I don't need to read the book 5 times, Coach, because every time you read the book, every time you learn something new, you're going to become someone new. And every time you read something in the book, it's going to change the arrangement of your mind. When it changes the arrangement of your mind, it's going to change your beliefs in that moment. It's going to change your attitude. It's going to change your thoughts. So every time you read the book a new time, you're going to discover more and more and more and more. That's number one. So that book is, you can download the Speechify app. The Speechify app is free. Right? So this is the name of the book. Take a screenshot of it, you guys. The Secret of Awareness, How Powerful Are You Ready to Be? It's available on Amazon. There you go. Thank you, Vonnie. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, The Secret, that's right there. That's it. You can get it on Amazon. But again, so we've created the community. So every business was created to solve a problem. That's the truth. Every business was created. Whoever started the business saw some problem, some void, something that was missing, and that's the reason why they created that particular business. And Mindset Masters is no different. My partners and I created Mindset Masters because we wanted to create a space for God's chosen ones. We wanted to create a safe space for people who are on their spiritual awakening journey so that they could be around other like-minded individuals. So that they could get the support, they could get the love that they need, they could get the information that they need, but more importantly, again, so that they're in a safe space. Why? Because when I started my spiritual awakening journey, I didn't have that, right? I didn't have that. I didn't have that safe space. I didn't have that place where I could go and be around like-minded individuals that were transforming and growing and doing all of the things like that I was doing at the time. I didn't have that. So once I became the spiritual awakening version of myself, I wanted to go back and create something so that I could make sure that anyone coming behind me would have that safe space where it's all positivity and it's all love and it's all growth mindset and it's all about your transformation and all of that. All of my live streams, like the one that you're watching right now, all of my live streams are archived inside of the community. My podcast is archived inside of the community. I write several times a day and post it inside of the community. I do exclusive live streams inside of the community. In fact, I'll be doing one tonight. You have access to me and 2 other life coaches that are also self-awareness, self-mastery experts that you'll have access to as well. And all of that, you receive all of that for literally $1 a day, $1 a day. $29 a month, no contracts, no obligations. If it only takes you a month for your spiritual awakening, wonderful. If it takes you a few months, wonderful. Whatever it is, it's worth it for you, because nothing is more important than who you are becoming. And so if you guys, so type me in the comments right now if you guys are ready to start the process, to start the journey to becoming the most powerful version of yourself. Just type me in the comments real quick. And if you guys get signed up today, you're going to get a free copy of the book, right? So if you get signed up today, you're going to get this copy for free. And this is all you need, so that you'll get it, but you're going to get it in ebook format, which means that I need you to send me your email address. When you send me your email address, you'll have the book by the end of the business day. Okay, you'll have the book by the end of the business day. And everything that I know, everything you heard me talking about, you're gonna be just like me. Because the one thing that I know how to do is simplify the complicated, and the one thing I know how to do is make the information not be so complicated, so that you can get your spiritual awakening like you should. So here's what you guys are going to need to do. You can hold that link down and copy and paste it, or you can leave, hold it down for like 3 seconds, put it in your browser, and then it'll take you straight to the community so that you guys can get signed up. It's going to probably take you like a minute to get signed up. Or you can go out, leave the live, go to my profile page, and click the link where it says join now, and it'll take you there as well. So there's 2 ways you can get there, but you can't get there from inside of the community. Inside of this live, I'm sorry. Any questions that are community related? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Yeah, Unity. Yeah, Unity. Get signed up. I'm telling you, it's the best investment. It's $1. It's $1 a day. What are we even talking about here? Monica, you're welcome, Mama. You're welcome. Monica's another one. Beast. One of my students, Lynetta. Beast. Vani. Beast. D, Beast, Red, Beast, Sefe, Beast, Musa, Beast, just so many. Paulina, Stacy, Tara, Rika, just so many people that were just where you were, right? Where you are right now. And that's another thing we do inside of the community is we shadowbox inside of the community. And I'll teach you about what shadowboxing is later. That's going to really help. Can't guard us, Red. You already know it. I'm going for 50 a night. I'm going for 50 in the parking lot. But my students have become so powerful. I need to turn some of them down. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, man. I need to turn some of them down. Some of them, they on my heels. They like right here. So beautiful, so powerful. Tina and Lynetta, and just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful to see. It's so beautiful to see. And then the impact that they're having on their family and friends and different people like that. Just crazy amazing. I'm just beyond blessed to even be able to, God even put me in a position to do what it is that I do. Just helping people to discover who they really are. I don't know what could be better in life than that. I really don't. So any questions with respect to, that part right there, Shonda, that part right there. And Love, you had a question. I think you had a question from yesterday. I don't know if you remember, but there was a question. Rika, thank you, Mama. There was a question that you had that I wanted to answer. I can't remember what it is right now. Aquarian Goddess, beast. Man, you can't guard, man. They going for 50 every night. They going for 50 at night. Any questions before I disconnect you guys? I don't want to disconnect if you guys have any questions. Yeah, absolutely, G, absolutely. Yeah, you will be, Mimi. Yep, you will be. Like I said again, just I love you too, Danny. Just put in Sandy, beast. Just put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, just bring the desire, bring the desire, bring the passion, bring the urgency. That's it. And all of those things are free. You don't have to buy anything. Just bring those things. Have a good day, Danny. Have a good day, Mama. Just bring those things. That's all you need. We're gonna build that version of you, Sir Presley. I got you, big dog. We're gonna build that version of you. That's okay. Self-awareness. That's okay. Self-awareness. That's why I tell you guys, You got to just let self-awareness take you where it takes you. It's going to take you somewhere so beautiful, and it's going to be different for every single person. Most people think they know what it is. Self-awareness is deeper. If you were to take every single ocean on the planet and you stack them all up, it wouldn't even be 1% of what self-awareness is. And most people don't realize that. Yeah, I'll be going live tonight inside of the community, inside of the Mindset Masters community. I go live every Tuesday and Thursday night inside of the Mindset Masters community. So yeah, I'll be going live tonight, you guys, inside of the community. And I'll be discussing the secret between the I and the me. That's a very important topic of discussion for tonight. Yeah. Very important. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. Yep. 7 p.m. Central Time. 7 p.m. Central Time. Absolutely. I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, everything you need to be, you already are. Just give yourself permission to be it. You know, show up as the most powerful version of you with every single thing that you do. Today, show up as the most powerful version of you. Period. Yep. I'll see you guys tonight. Stay prayed up.